指導とは死ぬことと見つけたり、修羅道とは倒すことと見つけたり、我悪鬼羅刹となりて目の前の敵すべてを斬る。
Hey, what's up everyone? On this video I'll be going over the 2019 release of Samurai Shodown, also known as Samurai Spirits in Japan. This game is brought to you by SNK, the creators of King of Fighters and Fatal Fury. The Samurai Shodown games has always been those games in the past that I've played, but not too heavy on. I do remember that early titles were extremely challenging. I also remember there was an anime movie back in the days. Anyways, back in 2018, on the Tokyo Game Show, SNK revealed a teaser for Samurai Spirits. This was a great move on SNK's part. Moving on, we've been getting characters revealed near launch. Alright, let's talk about the actual game. Samurai Shodown is a soft reboot. It plays in a 2D fighting style with 3D renders. Samurai Shodown is a 2D weapon-based fighting game developed by SNK. As far as story, the game takes place in the late 1700s in Japan. A new shogun consul has been appointed. However, the land has a sense of dread with fire, famine, and ruin. And that's pretty much all that is said in the story. Dark times. As far as characters, 13 of them are returning characters, along with 3 brand new characters and the final boss. Let's check them out.
Nakoruru, Yagyu Jubei, Hibagami Genjuro, Tamu Tamu, Haomaru, Reishan, Tachibana Ukyo, Kurama Yashamaru, Hattori Hanzo, Dari Daga, Charlotte, Garford, Shiki, Senryo Kyoshiro, Tokugawa Yoshitora, Earthquake.
The game also has a free season pass for a limited time. I think this is a good way to get people to buy the game. The modes in the game also include story, which is basically arcade mode. You play as a character, fight some opponents, you have a special cutscenes involving a rival and the final boss as well. There's online mode, there's ranked matches, casual matches, and leaderboards. In practice mode, you could go through training and tutorials. The tutorial will just show you the basics of the game. In dojo, there's ghost matches. This is where you take on AI ghosts. I guess I should go over what ghosts is in this game. A ghost is a computer player that has the ability to learn its master movements and develop into its own fighter. The more you fight, the stronger it gets as it learns to mimic your fighting style. Develop your ghost by gaining experience in the heat of battle, and try fighting against other players' ghosts as well. There's also another mode called the Iron Man Challenge. This is a special battle where you take on 100 ghosts in a row. In battle mode, there will be your offline modes, which includes Versus, Gauntlet, Survival, and Time Travel. Versus is pretty much self-explained. You play offline locally against players or AI. Gauntlet is where you take on every character in the game. Survival is where you fight against endless enemies. And Time Travel is where you fight as many enemies in a set time. The last big feature will be the gallery. This is where you view and listen to music, videos, sounds from the game. Now that the features are out of the way, here's what I think about the game. Samurai Shodown is pretty straightforward with its combat. All the characters have a specific weapon in battle. I think it's pretty cool that the characters could lose their weapons during the match. I do think some of the fighting could be quite slow. However, this is nothing new from previous titles. If you're expecting flashy long combos, Sam Show is not the game for you. I do like the game's special attacks like the super special moves and the flipping techniques. These are limited specials that you can perform in the match. There's also the desperation attacks that could consume your gauge for the rest of the match. This is actually a returning mechanic from previous games. All these tools are pretty cool. Gameplay is pretty fun in my opinion. The boss at first could be very challenging. She will endure your attacks until she's at her weak point. This will be your chance to finally deal damage until she recovers. She has like 2 different phases. This boss is tough but beatable. The visuals are fantastic, from character models having cross-hatching shading with bold ink brushes look great in action. The stage looks beautiful. There's so much detail in every background. Things like movement in the fields, a beautiful painting, these things really make the stage stand out a lot. Even the illustrations in the endings look very appealing. I also love the bonus art you unlock every time you finish story mode with each character. I also love the roster. All the characters are pretty enjoyable, however, it is pretty small. This could be why the season pass is free to make up for the roster size in my opinion. If I have to complain about this game, it will be a few minor things. The major one that stands out the most will be the load time. The wait time could take a while, especially in story mode between matches and cutscenes. Not to mention during the boss fight, there's a load time between the first 2 rounds. I also don't like the fact that you cannot skip the victory animations. And as much as I praise the stages in the game, the only downfall it will have are the NPCs in stages, especially the pirate ship stage. The NPC renders in the back looks different compared to both the characters and stage art style, but this is just me nitpicking. If you like fighting games, I recommend getting Samurai Shodown, especially if you're an old school SNK fan. This goes without saying. However, if you play fighting games casually, you might want to wait till it's on sale. Because I could see people getting this game for hype and then stop playing it after launch. It happens a lot with fighting games, to be honest. Samurai Shodown is still a good game. It has a strong legacy, great visuals, fun gameplay, and many modes to play. Anyways, these are my thoughts on the game. Feel free to follow me on Twitch. I've been streaming Samurai Shodown there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like. Comment on your thoughts on the game, and make sure to subscribe for more content. I am out. Peace.
Koの京四郎甘くはないわ。